1 or 2 months, those kids, they improve their behavior at school and everything. If you have some sort of record, you can add it up into that letter that Chief Master was saying, and it sounds more personal. Right, right. Yes?
I will say that in our courses, before they even exit, there are some tigers who are getting on into the age where they're not going to be tigers anymore. And so we specifically get them into a class that's going to be the instructor for that white and orange class that they're going into. And this is the Black Belt Club class, and their tigers are sparring gear, and then they're learning what this instructor is about. Oh, this was a lot of fun, and then they're okay with switching into the other one. But if you never get them into that class with that new instructor, they're like, it's not the same as the other instructors, and they're never going to make the transition. So they can still be in the Tigers program, it's Tigers class. They're in the Black Belt program now, so they're taking 2 instructors classes, and then they're just joining in the white and orange with that same instructor.
Okay, and that's how you offboard it, but I think she's trying to reactivate people who have quit, not transition. So the last piece, you've got your email, you've got your text. That's not enough. You have to personally call them if you're serious about it. A personal call from you, talking about the relationship you had with Becky and Mrs. Lewis, make all the difference. That most people. Anybody I ever bought shoes from, deodorant from, anything from this past weekend hit me up with a text, hit me up on email several times a day until I unsubscribe. Those people aren't serious. They don't know or care about me. But if they'd have called me and not sent AI.
Remember when you used that really bad BO?
So anyway, all right, thank you. It took courage to expose yourself out there. It takes courage to say I need help with something. We'll be here all weekend, so if we didn't answer that, ask me, ask him, ask Senior Master. He's really good at connecting with human beings on a human level. We're very 3 different. I kind of like to think I'm the one in the middle. We got a very super highly educated guy here, and we've got a really good connector here, and I like to think I'm the one that brings them together, but I'm the guy who just tells them jokes. So, hey, that's it. If you need my information, it's here. I always show this picture and then I give a plug. And it's some of my juniors, but it's also my mentor, Grandmaster D. If you don't have a mentor or someone that he's not my direct instructor, although I think these days a lot of people think he is, because people don't remember Chief Master Allen, who's my direct instructor a lot of times. But find a mentor that you can talk to, bounce ideas on, that will lift you up. And he's mine, and he's mine, so you can't have him. Okay, all right, thanks guys. I think it's what? It's lunchtime! What do we got? Oh, we got Mose! Welcome to Mose. Thanks, guys.
It actually goes along with what I wanted to share about what I feel like the ATA has given to me. When COVID first came out, I was watching all sorts of similar businesses really struggle with what do I do, how do I handle this, how do I keep my business going. And my first thought was, gosh, it's great being in a big organization that supports everybody. And then right true to form, we started getting invites to virtual classes and all this online support and to help us keep our businesses going. So that was my example.
That's awesome. That's great. I love that. Thank you so much for that. Anybody else want to jump in on there? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Some are like, you heard what I said on the floor. Don't be scared. Come on, let's do it.
As somebody who's involved with the Special Abilities Committee, we are the only organization that I'm aware of that has 3 different divisions. Like, we have our special abilities of cognitive, autism, and physical. I don't know of any other organization that has that. So when parents come into our, like my school is 60%, they'll be like, well, doesn't other schools do this? I'm like, not like the ATA, man, that I know. So I think that's something that's come about
From
over
the
the
time,
years as well.
absolutely. That's so cool. Thank you for that. I'll kind of go. My story kind of starts where my dad's left off. So we've been in business 21 years, and so we started in 2004. So it falls into your time slot. But he started talking about where he started as a club. I know who's starting the club this year. Nice. I started as a club. And I know sometimes you guys look at us now, we're like, oh, we got these schools and I'm all over the place, I'm doing all these things. I started as a club with about 30 students. We have 1,200 students now. And if we're talking about growth mindset, right, it hasn't happened yet for you. Yet. I mean, it's kind of like when you first kind of started, back in the day, go, hey, we're going to go to the moon. Nobody's ever done it. It hasn't happened yet. Somebody's going to do it, right? Now, I just want to encourage you, over the last 21 years, we started as a club, 30 members. Hey, we got to 50. Oh, it's so cool, I got 50 students. I thought it was awesome. 50, 75, 50, 20, whatever it was, right? We grew, and then we had the opportunity to open our school in 2001. And took that shot. I dropped everything I was doing, dropped out of college, dropped everything. I just dropped everything. Just went right to doing that. And I was told I was an idiot, told I would never make it, told it wasn't going to work, told all the things why I couldn't do it. But it all started, from there. And I was telling that senior master upstairs, it's so cool. We get to do this for a living. And we're sitting in international headquarters. It's just cool. I get to go around the world teaching Taekwondo. It's so cool. I did not think that when we had a club. I just was like, I love teaching Taekwondo. It's so much fun. And that evolved. It kind of goes to the growth mindset we're talking about here, but it's also the generosity, gratitude that I have for you guys and for, my father, for our senior master, for eternal grandmaster, all these people up here. Some of them have inspired me in really good ways. Some of them have showed me what I don't want to be. And both are good. Both are good. Both are good things, and I'm grateful for that. Some of the guys have showed me some really awesome stuff. Some of them said, hey, you're never going to make that. And another personal story for me that just kind of shows you it hasn't happened yet. I was talking to an instructor, and he's like, oh, well, you're never going to make it to $1 million if you don't have these things at your school. You're going to have kickboxing, you're going to have after school, you're going to have Taekwondo, you have to have all these things. I took that as a challenge, because I don't need any of those things. I needed Song on Taekwondo. He said that to me, and I was like, I'm going for $1 million. Like that's it. That's my goal, is to have $1 million. Well, that year, guess what I did? Not $1 million. I did $990,000. And I'm not saying that because it's a dollar. I'm saying it because it was just a goal. Next year, I did $1 million. I was like, hey, sir, look what I did. No after school, no kickboxing, just Song on Taekwondo. It was it. Oh, I didn't think you could do it. I go, well, you said I couldn't, so that's what I wanted to do. And I was grateful for that experience because he made me think bigger. I was grateful for it. It's gratitude. If you're going through mastership, that's one of the elements of mastership. It's gratitude, right? And that's all happened in the last 21 years. And I know some of you guys get to watch our journey now, but it's really an extension of the journey we started as. It's just a club. We just love doing it. We love being with people. We love having impact in our life. And now we get to magnify that by having our multiple locations. Also, maybe sometimes the position that I am grateful to get to sit in with Senior Master Lee, the Master's Council, for trusting me to teach. I'm so thankful for it. And what a cool opportunity to just get to do this for a living. I just am so grateful. Last 21 years of my life, because it's just been massively impactful for me, my family, to be with you guys. You're okay. He's okay. But it's been awesome. So that's just part of the last that time spot. And I think sometimes you think you're going to have to go to 6, 7 schools. Maybe you don't. Maybe you stay at a small club at Steamboat. That sounds pretty cool to me. Right? That's where we started. 30, 40, 50 students. You could be pumped there. Yeah, you might transfer to a full school. That's fine too. You don't have to go to multiple schools. That's okay also. I'd rather have one really, this is not ATA language, but one badass school, right, than 6 that suck. right? Stay at 1 and crush it, be the best one. Grandmaster will want from us also. So, but that's my story. So there you go. All right, who's next? Yes, sir.
So, because yesterday when I remember the first time that I met a Eternal Grandmaster in South America, I went to a Pan American champ, I believe it was in Brazil, and they say, I was a first degree, something like that, they say that our Master Lee gonna show up. And of course, when you are a first degree, you have no clue who is the big boss, who is on the middle, you don't have the hierarchy. But I know that a Master Lee gonna show up. And I was in the tournament started like at 8:30, 9 a.m. And by noon, I didn't see anybody. And I was judging and competing and everything. And at some point, I see a Korean guy around there, and people was like, oh, that is Master Lee. And we were busy. And then at the end of the tournament, somebody came to us and said, Master Lee wants to have at least one person per country that he's gonna have a special meeting on the room. And I go, oh, okay, he's gonna say that he loved the tournament, something like that, because he looked like a nice guy, that he was walking around, talking with people. And then we had this meeting with Master Lee, and we have chairs, we were making a circle, and Master Lee said, hey, good tournament, congratulations, and I was feeling good, like, oh, he likes it. And he said, but I don't know if you know, somebody was supposed to pick me up on the airport today in the morning. And I was supposed to be here at 8:30. But for some reason, the person in charge forgot to pick me up. And I had to come on my own. And well, oops, we are in trouble. So, and Master Osuna wasn't Master Osuna, but he was, Mr. Osuna, you are the highest rank. So you are responsible for this. And I started noticing in that moment there was a lesson that when you are in a leadership position, it's not just about to be nice. Sometimes you need to make sure that you do your job. And Mr. Osuna, you are the highest rank, so let's do 50 push-ups. And in my mind was like, oh, poor Mr. Osuna, he had to do 50 push-ups. But when he get on the ground to do 50 push-ups, everybody else jumped to the ground to do 50 push-ups, and then realized that I had to do 50. And I was a first degree, and Master Osuna was a 5th degree. So he started doing, or 4, I don't know, he started doing 50 push-ups, and then Eternal Grandmaster said, okay, who is the next rank? So Master Barrios, or Mr. Barrios, you are a 4th degree, so you have to do 50 push-ups. And then everyone jumped to the ground and started doing 50 push-ups. And I started doing the math. That I'm gonna have to do at least 400 push-ups. And at the end, all of us, we were shaking. So that was my first interaction with Grandmaster. But the lesson was that he was a sweet, nice guy, but when he had to hammer, he was ready to do it. And was really good. And going back, when we start coming here to the United States for tournament, we use a credit card. So we put all our expenses in the credit card. And the tournament was in June. And we spent 1 year to pay off the credit card until the next year. And the next year we use the same credit card to come here to the United States for testing, tournament, and everything. But it was worth it. To me, it was like, there is obviously that we all the instructors gonna do that, and we're gonna motivate each other to do that sacrifice, because, you know, the exchange in South America is kind of like, I don't know, 100 pesos is $1. So, but we will do it, and it was worth it. And we came here and we tried to get a trophy, of course, but to get the tournament t-shirt, because we feel proud to be part of ATA. And every single year we were like, how come they made this event better than the previous one? Because we thought that in one spot, okay, that's it, it's done. We already hit the ceiling. But next year was even better. And that's why we didn't receive, it's not like now, we didn't receive any social media material. We don't receive any posters. We don't receive any marketing training during the year, Zoom classes. We don't receive anything, but we feel proud to come here every single year and be part of ATA. And I still thinking that every single year, ATA is doing better or striving to do better. And that's what makes us feel proud to be part of ATA. So that is my
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on, let's go.
I don't know if I can top that. But
Get over here. Yeah, come on.
so our homework was to choose something that was impactful in the last 25 years. And I want to mention Grandmaster Tammy Harvey as the first Grandmaster, female Grandmaster in the ATA. So when I watch Grandmaster Tammy, I just say she's a badass. She's amazing.
You're all welcome.
It's really inspiring to see somebody who, when she was training through martial arts, she was in a male-dominated sport, and that didn't stop her. She kept going and going and going until she became Grandmaster. And it's really cool to see her story and how far she's come. And I was really honored to be part of not just one, but 2 historical photos that she tried to reenact at Athlete Development Camp last year. She did a pose where she was doing a side kick in the air, and then she had all the females at that time stand behind her. And we did that same photo at camp last year, except our numbers were like quadrupled. There was a lot more females in that photo. And then last year, if anybody was at Camp Jahng Soo last year, we also did a females only photo, and I was really honored to be part of both of those photos. So I just wanted to mention that.
That's a great story. I think that's better than his.
So yeah, that's what I wanted.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, you go.
No. You go. Yes, sir. It's probably, it goes back. He probably broke the homework rule too.
Unfortunately, I left before the homework was given because some grandmasters wanted to go to their hotel. Go.
So I just wanted to touch on Sangam University. I know Senior Master Lee mentioned it last night, but I just want to give you my perspective. I graduated high school at 17, and as most of you know, 17-year-olds are kind of dumb, which I was. So I started college, and I changed my major 4 times because I knew I wanted to do Taekwondo forever, but I didn't know how. So I switched back and forth. I eventually ended up graduating in May of 2022, and if you know, Sangam University was announced in July of 2022, and I said that is what I needed. If 17-year-old me would have had that, my life would have been a lot different. I wouldn't have struggled and changed my major 4 times, well, maybe just 3, but it would have been better. So I decided that I needed to partake in the program, and a lot of people told me, you don't need another college degree, you don't need to do that. But I knew in my heart that I needed to connect deeper with Sangam Taekwondo, and it has made me a better instructor, it's made me a better leader, it has helped set me up for success. Now I'm on my path to open my own school this coming year, and without Sangam University, I wouldn't be here. If you would have told younger me when I first started martial arts that I could have a degree in Taekwondo, I would have told you you were crazy. So to have that now, that's just my perspective. And if you've got teenagers graduating high school soon and they don't know where to go, I really encourage you to have them go on the path with Sangam University.
How many of you are parents? What's the first thing you want for your child? An education. There she is. I get emotional with this crap. This was one of Grandmaster's biggest dreams, was to do the education of Sangam Taekwondo. And that's what this is. Sangam University is it. It's a hell of a program, and it keeps evolving. It's getting stronger and stronger, more towards getting business aspect into it, as well as getting people knowing Taekwondo and the basics behind it. It's just not about kicking and punching. It's about writing things, doing research, understanding what different things are in the program of Sangnam Taekwondo. And because of that, you get people like her, Kafkas, over there, that are going to open schools and be successful. And that's what's important for the growth. And the hard part is standing here and every one of them is looking at us, expecting us to do our best at all times. Okay? That is the important thing. We were able to keep his dream alive. He tried this in the 80s and it wouldn't work because it meant you had to move from your home to come to Little Rock to go to Arkansas University. That was hard. Thank you, pandemic, because it taught us the Zoom. And we're able to do that. Most master's degrees nowadays are on Zoom. You work the Zoom, you work in online schooling. I got my master's degree in special education that way, through Zooming and through online. And that program is a complete online, and if you're a high school student, right? You can take these classes, you can be in high school, and you can graduate high school and with an associate's degree at the same time. Where else can you do that? No.
Our kids all do that.
Okay? It's a total different world today. So as school owners, please encourage students to do this. And if you don't understand what Sangnam University is about, I'm here all weekend. I'll be more than happy to babble on and get teary about the whole process. Okay? And Master Taekwondo Lee has been an inspiration with me because we've sat and talked many a time of what he knows of his dad's vision and what I can do to help build that vision even stronger as one of the instructors of the Sangnam University. So please, please, please encourage students such as Miss Emily to do this, and if that's their love, and as a parent, when the kid says, I love Taekwondo, I want to do Taekwondo, and the parent goes, I want you to go to college. Guess what? Hey, we got a union here. Go to college, get an associate's degree, and still do Taekwondo.
That's right.
So that's that. Okay? You broke the ice. I have a story from long ago. Probably none of you remember Bill Hoffman. He was one of the masters. Okay? Now, I've seen some rolled eyes. Back then, he was a decent guy. Okay? We were at camp, and we used to pull pranks on each other. Now, camp was at Ferncliff. That was like going to a military barracks type thing. You know, screen windows.
If you're interested, that's where Athletic Development Camp is also.
Well, not in Ferncliff. You were at 4-H.
Oh no, we've been down to Ferncliff.
Oh, okay. And we pull pranks on each other. And there was this little beagle that kept following Bill Hoffman around. And Bill Hoffman would be in his bed, and the beagle would be outside with him. And I was teasing him, pulled a prank on him, and I jumped in his lap as he was sitting on the stoop out in front of the cabin. And just as I did that, put my arm around him, Grandmaster H.U. Lee walked around the corner. And he looked at me and looked at Bill, and he went, "Oh, you boys been in camp way too long." And that's my big memory of goofing around.
In the room, I think Chief Master Skiles had said things we're working on class management skills. Is he right there?
He's right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
My man.
everywhere, all the time.
That's right.
Yes, 10 class management skills, and then we have some business training as well, I believe.
Yes, sir.
There's a schedule around here somewhere.
Let's pick up, let's start